Hey everyone, it's Noah. I got some updates that I just kind of wanted to run through really quickly, because, I haven't been recording any, recent content, as you can kind of tell. I think the most recent thing is the Kingdom Hearts .5 episodes that we've been doing is the most recent stuff, and then Tom's stuff is probably more recent than any of the stuff that I've put out. Except for the random moments, but I don't really get to talk to you guys that much in the, well, I don't get to talk to you guys at all in the random moments. So I've missed being able to catch you guys up with, what's going on the channel, and, just general stuff like that since we closed Doctor Who. So, speaking of closing Doctor Who, the series that is going to be replacing Doctor Who is going to be Spyro the Dragon. I've closed the poll, and that had the... oh god. That hurt. Okay, so, Spyro the Dragon 1, so we will be doing that sometime in June. It's just going to be me doing that one. That's going to be my replacement for my solo content on... on my end. Tom's still doing WWE, Quest for Gold, and he's doing the Knights of the Old Republic 2, and those are going really well. So be sure to check out Tom's content as well, here on the channel, as well as the stuff I'm putting out. So yes. Speaking of the Kingdom Hearts .5 content that we've been doing, Season 2 is coming back in June. Give me 1 second and I can actually look at my calendar. It is coming back June 17th. It's going to be episode 21, or rather the first episode of Season 2, however you want to look at it. It'll all still go under one playlist folder of Kingdom Hearts, or rather the Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 1 remix, whatever title I gave it. So that'll all still be under one folder, but quote-unquote Season 2 will start June 17th. By now you'll have seen, hopefully, Kingdom Hearts episode... oh dear god, what was it called? Episode 20.8.5-2, Final Remix Reboot Reassembled the Musical. That was the last of the catch-up that me and Joe and Tom and Janky had to do to get caught up to where we could just pick up from where we left off the last time the OG group recorded. So the new group for Kingdom Hearts is going to be me and Tom are still staying, and we have been joined by Joe and Janky, as you'll have seen by now. The dynamic still works impressively the same. As I mentioned in one of the videos, we have, but because Joe fills the well, they could never fill the place of Andrew and PJ, but their personalities as far as like the videos are concerned, like Joe is like the Kingdom Hearts fan who's able to keep up to speed with me on playing it, and understanding what's going on and explaining it to the other two. And then we have Janky, who took up the mantle of the cynical naysayer. Not that PJ was much of a cynical naysayer, per se, but, that was how our dynamic worked, really, in those videos. So yeah, be on the lookout for Kingdom Hearts Episode 21, aka Season 2, Episode 1, starting June 17th. And hopefully it'll be on a weekly basis by then. I'm saying that, but I really don't know. Because we're all getting together again that same week to record more. So in theory I'll be able to work on it. I just got to get back into that swing, because if you remember when we first started out, it was pretty much going up on a weekly basis, and I had to sit down and do all those, all the asset finding, all the photoshopping to get the assets right and transparent, or making them look nice and whatnot. And who knows, maybe I'll even do like a weird sort of .5 episode where I just show you guys how I make the the Kingdom Hearts episodes and kind of what all goes into it. But yeah, so that's Kingdom Hearts. Other content we have on the channel is the Grab Bag of Friendship, which is the new name of our collab series. There's currently 2 playlists. There's Collabs with Friends, which I'm not going to upload any more videos into that playlist, because it's all just going to fall under Grab Bag of Friendship, which is going to be sort of like, if you're familiar with Janky's channel and how Janky has his shared shenanigans, basically the title for my collab videos, or our collab videos rather, is going to be just Grab Bag of Friendship. And the problem with Grab Bag of Friendship at the moment is I'm out of content. And if you noticed, all the content for Grab Bag of Friendship was really old. We're talking like January, February. Because basically what we did is, whatever Facebook declared to be Friendship Day or whatever, I messaged them out of the blue and I was like, hey, it's Friendship Day, let's just record like hours worth of content and, upload it as like a Grab Bag of Friendship or whatever. And then we decided to call it that after I said that. Or rather, they suggested that it should be called Grab Bag of Friendship after I said it like that. So anyways, yeah, so that was all recorded in like either January or February. I forget exactly when Friendship Day was, or Friends Day, whenever that was. So all of the content up until this point has been from that day of just solid recording, hours worth of footage. So I'm gonna try to get Grab Bag down to a much more smaller format. I mean, I like the idea of just sitting down and recording hours worth of content, that way I have a backlog. But the problem with backlogs is that the content is super old and unrelatable in a sense, because like the Overwatch stuff is like, just kind of... It was really outdated, because it was back during the whole, what was it? Lunar New Year loot boxes, or Lunar New Year Festival. So yeah, so all the content was like really old, and it's kind of like unrelatable from an audience's standpoint when content is so dated. And like, we're talking about projects that are coming out that by the time the video is uploaded, the project has been out for like months. Or other projects that we're talking about and hyping up that are dead, that we couldn't do for whatever reasons. It's not relatable in that sense. So I gotta record some fresh content, and Grab Bag will still be on a monthly basis unless, I can find a way to get, more recording done in a relatable way to do it, like, maybe bi-weekly? Because like how with Doctor Who was, I liked the idea of the bi-weekly uploading for that. So yeah, so that's that. So Grab Bag of Friendship is going through some, not necessarily growing pains, but just kind of, I gotta record more. And I gotta figure out how to have a quick turnaround on the content. Especially with like getting everybody together in one place and trying to record stuff is like kind of scheduling hell to get all of us together. So even if it's just like maybe just one, a Grab Bag of Friendship with just one, or a Grab Bag of Friendship with like just a couple, we got to figure out how to make that all, balance and work. So that's Grab Bag. Comic Nook. I have been talking about Comic Nook non-stop with the group. Basically, Comic Nook is in development hell. Similar to what I just said about, scheduling everybody and trying to get everybody together to record something. And it's through nobody's fault. I just want to say it's through nobody's fault at all. Other than just, we're all living very busy lives, and it's hard to just kind of sit down and record, like an hour and a half worth of content for the Comic Nook. So the Comic Nook will be coming back at some point. I don't know what an upload schedule for the Comic Nook would be. Maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, because like, normal book clubs are usually like a monthly kind of thing anyway, so maybe the Comic Nook, since it is kind of basically like a comic book club, is maybe that'll be a monthly upload as well. Oh, I almost crashed. So yes, the Comic Nook will be coming back at some point. I can give you a little teaser for what the content is going to be. We're going to be talking about our group read, which was Spider-Man Noir. So if you want to read ahead of Spider-Man Noir, that way you're, right there with us, in a matter of speaking, when we discuss Spider-Man Noir, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, so and we also got to kind of retool the format of the show, because like the first one was kind of really long, and we got to figure out how we're gonna edit it all, because like it was a lot of work trying to grab all the pages of the comic books and put them up, and I also think that's like borderline copyright infringement, so I got to watch that as well. So we gotta find some way of doing the Comic Nook in which we can make an interesting video, even though it does functionally work more like a podcast, basically. So we gotta figure out like editing formats and everything for that as well. But overall, I'll say episode 000 went really well for what it was. So yes, be on the lookout for Comic Nook as well. Now, me and Tom are going to be doing a lot of pre-recording this month, because the first week of June, me, Tom, and all of SFEN, and maybe if I can talk and sort of annoy Janky and Joe enough, we will be going to Colossalcon in Sandusky, Ohio. We don't really have... We're not, obviously... Well, Something for Every Nerd is obviously not popular enough to have any kind of like panels or anything there. But we will be there. If you see us, although you've never really seen our faces per se, except for the Comic Nook, but you've never really seen Tom's face. But anyways, if any of you want to meet us, we'll be at Colossalcon. You can always tweet at us, and we'll be like, "Yay, we're sitting in the bar," or "Hey, we're out by the pool," or "Hey, we're gonna go see this panel or this actor or this thing." So we will be at Colossalcon. We'll be making some kind of vlog content for that. Maybe not all week, but maybe just kind of like a recap at the end of the event. So we'll be going to Colossalcon in Sandusky, Ohio. So if you live in the Ohio area, especially around Sandusky, feel free to stop by and say hi. So that's why we're kind of going to be a little bit busy getting everything squared away for, that way content will still go up during that week that we're away. Those are just the updates that I wanted to get out and give to you guys. I don't really have any updates on Tom's content other than he's still doing it, and it's going good. If you haven't been watching his content, you are missing out, especially on the WWE stuff. Mr. Toad is glorious. But yes, anyways, so definitely be sure that you're checking out Tom's content as well as my content, and also check out all of our friends' content. Gosh, that's a car. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yes, be sure to check out all of our friends' content. Joel, Bone, Janky, MEK, Kofi, Scar81, or 851. That was all I had as far as updates. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.